And this was permanent human colony, beginning with 4 people. He's up to this date, I think it's 2027 perhaps, or later in the decade. But it's ambitious, okay? And the Dutch East India Trading Company were like Dutch people, and he's Dutch. So I figured, you're in the rhythm, this is kind of what they do, right? I'm thinking. But then I thought harder about it, and I said, is this, what? So he opened this up, and thousands of people signed up for this, to go to Mars one way. And I spoke with Bonds about this, and he said, you know what's interesting, even? There are some people who were in the list who said the following. My wife not only fully understands my desire to go to Mars, she encourages it. What does that mean? Your spouse is fine sending you on a one-way trip to Mars. Just think that through. Anyhow, this is not like the Dutch East India Trade. It's not like Columbus. It's not, you know why? Because when Columbus came to the New World and got off his ship, he could breathe the air. You know, if the ship broke, the trees in the New World were made of wood, just like the trees in the Old World. The fruit on the vines was edible. In fact, there are people there to greet him. No such corresponding features exist on Mars. But he's got sponsors, many of them. And he's thinking of possibly making a reality show out of it. And you'd have modules on Mars. And okay, but the HAB modules are Middle Earths. You'd be living on Earth on Mars, not on Mars. So that's my criticism of it. But it would still be quite a novel thing, but I still want to come back home. I don't want to be... Some people say, well, I say 5 things simultaneously. Some people say when they die, they want to die like on another planet. That could be cool. Okay, you'll die much sooner on another planet, right? Is that in your, have you factored that in? I'd rather live longer on Earth than shorter on Mars. And ideally, I'd rather live even longer on Mars. Terraform it. Go ahead, let's do that. How about that? So, this is in progress. Maybe it will happen, I don't know, I'm skeptical, but I'm not going to stand in his way. We need people like this, who can think about it at all. I was lamenting that we interviewed 3 people who just talked about getting drunk. One of them talked about going to church and getting drunk, and that's different from what's going on here. So, I just have a few slides left here. Are we okay? Someone's nice to meet, I don't know. Also, I want to make sure we have maybe 15 minutes at the end for some Q&A. I count that as